So now we are back to M8, marketing yourself. All right. So self-marketing, you yourself is a brand. All right. Always think yourself is a brand. So what you need to do is identifying who you are. You need to focus on who you are. Okay. You may be what I call that, farming expert, or you have what can I? You can do health exercise, keto kind of thing, health regime. You're an instructor, coach. Those are things you can focus on, identify it. Then you narrow down to the USP as mentioned. Okay, that is for yourself, not just for the product. Okay, your USP for yourself. When you narrow down to the USP, you need to research the market again, is to identify the gaps. What is called gap analysis? When we do, I did my MBA that time, we do gap analysis for, if you look at a certain market, I'm sure there's certain areas where people haven't done yet, or certain creative way of introducing a product people have done it yet. Like just now we saw the TikTok one, they did the TikTok poster, introduce every different rooms. Because in Japan it's a bit unique. Some of the buildings there, when they convert the room, each room will have a thematic one. You can have a Disneyland one, you can have a Star Wars room, all those. Okay, they are very into managing small spaces and creating it. They don't have it unified. Okay, like standard room only. Like a lot of hotels here, they are just to do hotel rental, room rental. They are not into thematic. So this is one way, is how you're gonna do your packages. You can actually have different videos in TikTok for that. So once you identify there's a potential way of marketing, that is where you fill up the gap. Okay. Also, as mentioned, you need to create your client profile or persona. Then you set, even there's one product, you can now offer into different set of packages. It can be entry level. Normally we go like that: entry level, mid-range, high-end, then premium. There's 4 types of packaging or pricing. Okay, that's how we do things. Then the of course, plus other value-added services. Simple things like you are doing Adobe services like quick washing. Okay, then you may add dry cleaning, or you may add ironing for them. So those are the value-added services. If you are selling nasi lemak, maybe you can do extra services. Is if you need it at what time, you tell us, we actually preheat for you, also can. Okay, so these are the things you can, what we call VAS, value-added services. And again, when you do focus, you also need to consider market size, whether the market size is good enough or not. But sometimes if it's too niche until only a few people just buy from you, but no others is willing to spend the money already. Okay, one of the good example is like cassette player, right? Last time we used to have a lot of cassette player, but nowadays not many people in the cassette cassette itself. Okay, so you may have problem there. So number 2 is, after you identify already, you become an expert. Once you zoom in that area, you have to be an expert there. That means you have to do your kerja rumah lah, your research, because trust is important. People know whatever you talk is reasonable lah, must mean something for them. Okay, work hard to learn how to become knowledgeable. Yeah, this one I spend a lot of research on that lah. So if you ask why suddenly got idea just like that, because I research a lot for the past how many years, right? So it's good to share advice. I know that some people, they are like that one. You attend their training, then they'll say, for more information, you have to pay me. You have to pay me. You have to upgrade. You have to do different courses. Have to pay more money. For me, I think we have a have a different thing on that, because I like to sharing is caring lah. Okay, I'll share more because I hope you all will be better. Right? Because you're successful, I'm successful, right? So other than that, is getting certification on other awards. Like today, you attend this 2 days, you'll get a certification. And also you get certain things, which is when you share in our Facebook for you, then you get the traction. Then it's also some recognition you can show others. All right? So you are different from other trainees already, from other trainings, right? So read more, go talk to clients also, because you need to understand their work. Because what is verbal? I talk to you give feedback. Application is a different set of things. You need to really try it. I think after you all tried today, right? Okay, sharing. After that, start to share more, right? Okay, mesti public already. Okay, so that means you're ready. Okay, you're already used to it. And also try to connect to any similar organization. That's the reason why we need to work as a team lah. We form the WhatsApp group, not just for this 2 bulan, this 2 months. We continue on. Time to time, we have certain things like, hey, can you join us for this? Then we'll let you know. All right. Maybe if I'm going to Vietnam, those who want to follow me, go for a short trip, let me know. Okay, no problem. I can bring you up to the Ho Chi Minh there, to the Hong Kong University or those. All right, for the GLAM Vietnam. That is also possible. I'm flying off on Thursday. If you want to join me for the next weekend there, let me know. I get you the free seats there. Okay, this is the interaction we want to do. Then third will be make a presence. Make a presence, just now the question is whether which one you want to do, which social media platform. To me, is always choose one which you are comfortable with. Don't try to do too many. Like myself, the FB one, we do until now got 2.1. Then only we, from whatever we learn, we try to start doing it in TikTok. So we can see whatever we learn. Even my followers, I start from very recently only. But the contents I put in, I try to customize as much possible for TikTok. And then you can see the views compared to my followers. The views are much more compared to others who have a lot of followings, but very less view me, right? So we'll try to be do more research and get creative content. And also consistency. We have learned about the 4 C's. Collaboration. Offer free content collaboration. For example, if you are cooking masak-masak, right, the sambal or those, you try to collaborate with other kitchen or charitable one. Even you go and do the kenduri ke atau apa, you do it there. Sponsor something there. Then you talk about the story, go there and cooking, people using it. Then you do get testimonial lah from table to table. Sedap tak? Sedap. Sedap, ini brand saya tau. Macam tu lah. Faham tak? Okay. Nah, ini 2 free packet. Because you kata sedap, I 1 packet. Lagi paling sedap 3 packet. Syok. Lagi kasih kan. Okay. So macam tu lah. Okay. You buat jadi, you punya content punya video. Okay. So the other thing is also prompt reply. That one we already know. Okay? And also set a schedule for a sales opportunity. That means after sometimes people say sedap, then you may ask them, okay, do you will be interested because I'm launching this new product, okay, with the new extra santan flavor. Okay, I would like you to try, but if you try it, you want to know more, you want to buy more, I can give you a better discount. So straight away, you have people who help you to do the tasting. At the same time, you guarantee boleh jual kat dia. But for him or her, I can try for free first. Then after that, I'm sure to buy with a discount. So this one is easier to convert into a buyer. Okay, we call client acquisition. All right. So the next thing is, this is more talking about helping your clients, especially those with affiliate products, or you intend to be a so-called talent, get talent to help other clients who segan-segan to go on video, on live, and you can offer your services to them. We'll be looking at 2 types of campaigns. One is online, which is a live video orders. Then we'll be also looking at offline. But I always believe this both works both ways. You need these 2. Like Alibaba, last time they keep selling online, right? After that, they start having their offline shop. Correct? But the specialty of the offline shop is what? Convenience. You'll be located in a lot of areas where your neighborhood shop lots. That's one. Secondly, very fast one. You just take and put in, you walk out, your payment already done. All seamless, wireless near. Correct? So that will be the unique selling point. You can no longer go back to the previous convenience stores kind of thing already concept. Okay? If you look to China and other advanced markets, you put the product straight away, the trolley there, we have a small TV or your phone which is connected to their app, the menu, the recipe will come out. So you go near that one, automatically there's a NFC, near field communication, will send you a signal. Okay, then the video pop up. Will show you this one Maggi mee curry plus the next to it one asam laksa, you mix together, jadi lakri. Kasa, mi kasa, something like that lah. That kind of thing lah. Maybe you can like Neslo, Milo dengan Neslo. You go near it, then you say do this way, become Neslo, something like that. Okay, so all these are technology driven, right? So you need to do both O to O lah. So when we want you to go out to talk to your customer, your client, as a professional, as a geek talent from Glen, all right? First thing, your persona, as I say already, you must dress according to your persona. If you're an engineer, you have your certain look. If you want to know more how to look nice, all these are things, you can join us for the copy talk. Talk to Mr. Francis. He's very good. He spends a lot in his suit. 10,000 suit. Dia tunjuk depan belakang pun ada lining dia. Saya pakai apa pun tak cantik lah. Dia pakai cantik lah. Okay. For how to make up, boleh kan? You boleh kan share makeup tips or other things lah. So from there, after you dress up nicely or this, when you go out, you need to look professional, just the look. Okay, it's also technically you have this, use this business model canvas. Go and download, whether is it there, can we send a PDF to them if they have? Okay, business model canvas, you see, is under the MBA program, what this we will do. You look for things like who are your customer segment. You have to identify first your customer segment. Then the value proposition we have done already. What channels you want to sell, the customer relationship you want, followed by the your revenue stream, cost, key activities, key resources, as well as key partners. So all these are the things where you need to look into for BMC. So under BMC, which is Business Model Canvas, one of the key things will be your key partners also. Key partners is your suppliers. What they are going to supply to you, if they don't have sufficient to supply to you, you have to check. Because whenever we do cross-border trade or getting supplies, we ask what is the minimum order quantity? How much lead time the product can come? Okay. The other thing is like, is this in stock for the next 3 to 6 months? You have to ask one. Because if not, suddenly they are selling you, you find, wow, I get very good value products, very cheap, I can sell. Suddenly, no more stock because it's the very end of life. They actually try to clear stock. Then you are in trouble. Okay? Okay. Next. Next, this one is looking at Zara. If you're looking at Zara, you look at customer segment, they have men, women, children. This is how we simplify, like customer relationship, they must have salesperson at store. Your one is apa? Live video, you are the one interacting, your support team. Okay, so that is a customer relationship you must build. Therefore, you have to identify your people around you also lah. Okay. Then sentimental attachment to clothing, accessories, or this, because they wear your clothing, it's nice. At the same time, they see your mannequin there, right? They have the bracelet, you know, the rantai here, necklace, or this cantik accessory, they will also want to buy. Okay, because they just want to look as good as those you have in store. Then what stores they have like direct store, online, social media. So value proposition is fashionable. They have the accessories, e-commerce experience, flagship store. So nowadays, if the stores are very successful already, then they'll do one very big one called flagship, or what we call concept stores. All right? And fast fashion. Fast fashion is where you wear already, if you look nice after that, you can change. Because nowadays people keep want to change their look, especially your so-called celebrity on live video, right? Don't want to everywhere the same. But there's different approach, like Apple, Steve Jobs, all those, they always wear the same shape one because that is their identity. You get me now? So you can choose which path you want to go for. All right? Then key activities, there'll be like manufacturing, design manufacturing, right? The retail processes, the distribution channels, etc. Then key partners will be their providers, their holding company, their main company yang hold dia. Okay, because sometimes they make different decisions. They tak nak invest in Russia anymore. You have to pull out, you have to pull out. So those are things you have to look into it. Key resources will be your stock, your large network of stores, what are the logistics, supply chain, all those are. Cost is important because a lot of time you don't identify certain costs, especially the time cost. Okay, you need to identify how much time you need to do something and give a value to it. Okay, because besides the fixed rental, payroll you boleh nampak, there's others variable cost yang you tak nampak. So you have to identify, sit down and think whether does this take a lot of my time or not. Because sometimes customers just say, tak apalah, you just help me alter the clothing a bit. You find that you sudah so murah, but every time you sell, semua nak tukar size measurementnya. Mampai lah, kan? You know the clothes, the suit which he pakai punya, I follow him go to KL to do alteration. Sekali alter is 3,000. The button itu semua dia boleh tukar-tukar, itu semua alter, sudah susut, trim down, sudah gemuk sikit. So they always change one. Okay? Tak macam saya lah, saya easy going. Okay? So what will be the revenue stream? You have to identify not just your physical product. You may actually create some khusus for your beauty ke, for your masak-masak ke, for your milk product. All these you may have like do different yogurt session. You teach them how to do milk become yogurt atau apa. Okay, so those can be your additional revenue stream. Don't think of just one. All right. Then the other canvas which I normally use besides the business one to approach your clients, you also need to, they'll ask you, hey, now social media. You told me you joined this GLAM program, right? So can you help me with my social media marketing or not? There you go. So in social media canvas, this will be the template. I invite you to send over to your WhatsApp. For more information, please go and check it out online. But today, I'll zoom into a few important parts. Goal, you need to write what success looks like for yourself. If you are doing this for yourself, like I said, I want to do a social media content in TikTok. I want to start using TikTok as my platform. So you have to say what goals. For example, your smart must be smart lah, the goals. Okay, 1,000 followers within what time frame, all those lah. Okay, or I want to be very focused in this industry or what category. But for your clients, you need to talk to your clients professionally lah. So, sir, I'd like to know what goals you like to achieve. Kan? Or dia pun sound, hey, I got canvas, you know. So they look at you also very professional, right? So what are the desired user action? Most of the time you talk about desired user action is to buy my products, know my brand, okay? Actually, know my brand is not enough lah. Must buy and then introduce other people. That is your final goal. Okay? Sampai berlambat-lambat you punya sales lah. Right? And what action CTA you want the user to take? Right? Then channels, you need to identify what are the main channels you want to sell. Is it just sell from e-marketplace, Shopee, Lazada, where can help you with all those information or logistic issues? Betul tak? Or you have a network of talents helping you. Okay? Don't overcommit. That's when you see just now the answer is here. Focus on perfecting one platform at a time. All right? The other thing will be, we have touched this about 30 days one, you make sure you focus on the content topics. So same thing for your clients, you also have to ask them. If they have no idea, that's where you show them your 30 days planner for them. Okay, that is the contoh lah. Okay, give them some idea. At the same time, you actually need the feedback from the client, but sometimes the client, they may have different kind of idea. But it's just that they cannot say it out. You have to prompt them. Okay, what is it you want? How do you want this product to be positioned? What kind of price point? Okay, if at this price point, are you sure it fits your customer or not? So you have to ask these things. So if I do this, is it okay? If I use your logo like that way, okay or not? Because sometimes it needs them to say yes. Okay, we know that lah because we are handling this collaboration program kan. Certain of the logo we need to get clearance for our every poster or every social media post which have the MDEC logo. All right. So what will be the format? Format is whether you want it in picture, because yesterday we teach you a lot on the poster design, right? Canva. Then we have the photography one. Then you have now have the videos one. Then later we'll be looking at, you may use some stickers or those. For the rest one, you're already familiar. You can actually advise more to our community here. You also look at like the short text, like I say, one word, one line, you have 3 to 5 words only, use of colors or those. So those are called content format. All right. Here, there's one thing is no content will be perfect. Okay. Remember, done is better than perfect. This one I want to highlight. Because a lot of times you fikir, banyak idea lah. But as long as you don't put into action, we call you NATO lah. NATO, you know NATO. NATO is no action talk only lah. Okay? Yang supposed to help you frame ni kan, ping pong talking away. But then bila nak war, sudah war, tak tolong pun. Okay? So don't be NATO. Alright? But I see you already start doing some of the things. I'm so happy. Just make it slightly, I think your challenge will make it better lah. So there will be also tone. Tone is like what? Focus on the presentation perception of your content. All right. For example, your tone can be based on experience sharing, your style, or you want to focus on luxury. I think Alif Shukri is based on funny. Then you can like share with us like who's your favorite focusing on luxury item. You share with us a celebrity. Then we'll go and check. All right. So you share in the WhatsApp group, and some will based on innovation. For myself, I follow some of the engineering, IE kind of thing, innovative engineering account, all those. They will come up with the latest tech trends, invention, all those things. All right. And like, for example, there's in some places, they start talking, the person is very good in talking about cars one. Do you all notice? Kan? Apa tu? Blonde. Blondie. What Blondie already? There's one Blondie. She always talk about cars one. That's why now all the new car launch, they will actually ask her to go and showcase. Right? So cultivate your personality or persona, right? Rhythm is when the 30 days. Why I want you to have the 30 days? Because then you can plan your rhythm. Let's say every weekend will be technology. Every other day is makan, jalan-jalan ke atau apa. So that becomes your rhythm, your life. Kan? Not every day do same thing mah. Correct? So you must have rhythm plus consistency. Alright? Then the team, yesterday we had discussed about team. So you pick who you can. Just now Jana dengan you kan. You say you all work very closely together kan. So those will be your good team. Because I've seen it's always 2 person at least 2 person work very well lah. Right? Berarti kan? Sampai 2 orang cukup lah. The rest is just fillers. Apa dia? You want to say something? No, I see your hand like that. I takut I miss out you. Okay. So the other thing is, why is it important at least have 2 person? Because sometimes when you are presenting, somebody has to read the comments lah. Ada tanya, ada blue color, ada lagi tak? Then you say, ada. Like that. Then the person will check the inventory. Ada lagi, ada stock. Macam itulah. Size L ada lagi tak? Oh, tinggal 3 keping. Then you say, tinggal 3 keping, cepat. Macam tu. Okay. Then dalam 5 minit, I akan stop the sales. Then the person have to start timer 5 minit lah. Takkan berterusan kan? Then say, time's up. Then you say, okay, sorry guys, time's up. Macam tu. Okay? Boleh ya? So budget is important because not just time is cost. Also is whatever you have in your pocket to spend, that also a budget. So for this spending, some people ask me whether how much I need to spend on social media all those things. I have no answer to it. It's just my only answer is spend what you feel you have lah. Okay, as long as you try out first lah. If you're from ground zero, you want to try something first. Unless you're very good in creative, viral kan. Every time you keluar pun viral ni now is the time lah because TikTok all this open up their algorithm, allow more sharing because they want to win market share. 6 months down the road, they tutup, you're gonna very hard to get followers. So now, for me, if you want to spend a bit to try different market segment, then you see the traction because the interaction, people come back, and one day you know that is a market and that is the segment you may want to focus your product to because they responded mah. Like I say, you're selling maybe maybe different kind of let's say like umbrella, small pocket umbrella. You thought is you try out male and female. Suddenly, a lot of male buying from you. Then you realize this one is very suitable for the male market. Then you can zoom in there. Okay. Important part, you spend some money to get the data. All right. And also, last but not least, don't be afraid to change tactics if you aren't getting a good ROI. Learn to change the thing. If let's say the ladies are not doing one, you look back, your umbrella maybe all blue color lah. Kan? How, or your umbrella this long one, how to fit into the bag kan? Even the never full will be full. It's not full but it's sticking out, right? So you buy a shorter one, like Japan ada banyak short one. You know, buy a more colorful type or cartoon type one, like Weta show one, a lot of cartoon character type one. Maybe they like lah. Okay, simple things like water bottle for ladies they will prefer smaller one, right? They don't mind keep going refill one. Okay, guys, sometimes we like to buy as big as possible. Kita ni malas lah. Itu betul punya lah what to do. Alright, then come to digital marketing mix. Okay, you have the earn, hate, own. Hate is tadi yang kata you spend money kan, that's those you pay. Okay, own is you sudah buat punya content. Okay, your website, your blog, your video, all this. Earn is the reviews. This is an important reviews, media coverage, orang punya mention, comments, all those. Those are your earn. Alright, like now a lot is earn one where sekarang semua nak buat video mah. So for the hotel, all this, as long as you make it Instagrammable, cantik sikit, semua pergi sana lah. Ambil gambar, ini semua free punya right? Okay, so you have to do some work. That means your packaging, make sure not just price murah, packaging cantik, handcrafted, right? Thank you note itu semua. Okay, so those are things where people talk, wow, this one so much effort put into this. Then they tell their friends. That's where you get your earned media. Okay. So under own, paid, earn, the most 70% of social conversation will take place on earned media channel. 70% Okay. Bila orang talking about it lah. Okay. For example, when we say the social media, the earned one, you'll be looking at not just the reacted. You also look at engagement. Okay, like this one, engagement. You look at this 179,000 likes. Okay, versus 300 is 50% of the one who saw the post they like. Correct? So you look at all these metrics. At the same time, you see the comment is 27,000. This one, likes versus comments also a lot. So you can check what are the comments they do. Okay, so this part is where the earned media is, the engagement. And people talking about certain things, where to buy, that's where you look into it because that's your sales conversion. You have to convert them into your customer. Okay, always look into the comment. But of course, the negative one, you all keep one side lah, don't care lah. Okay, dulu I pun care lah, you talking about this, marah saya pula. Saya pun tak kenal dia, why dia marah saya pula? Correct or not? Okay, ini tak boleh, itu tak boleh, macam dia pandai kan? Kan? After sometimes all this lah, you cannot stop all the negative people lah. You just focus your attention on the 20% who is positive about you, which give you 80% of the sales. This is what we call the Pareto's rule. You can check online. Pareto's rule. 20% of your good customer will give you 80% of your business. All right, focus on the 20. Boleh tak? Because if you want to talk about bad things, negative things, ayo, tak habis-habis lah. Siang malam kan. Talk about good things about people, oh, jarang lah. Okay, susah pun. Alright. So when the marketers, you help them ready, the customer come back, they'll say you help them good or no good. Where they look at 70%, of course, is like and comments. 62% is more of the shares or retweet. Okay, like myself, I prefer to look not just at the like, I like to see how many people share out. Because they share out, one share, it can be, if a celebrity share for you, dia 1 million follower, dia share satu saja. You sudah reach 1 million, right? Susah-susah bayar buat apa, right? So you want the share. For me, I want the share. Right, so you look at this focus, to me, will be the shares and interaction with the consumer. Okay, they look at the success there. Whether the people talking to them asking about the share or not. If nobody put out there, nobody talk about it, then you better do something else to make sure. Sometimes, got news is better than no news. You faham tak? Macam itu, apa tu, Alif Shukri buat lah. Itu macam ulat tengah panas tu kan. Twist here, twist there. Semua tahu dia kan. From tak tahu pun kena dia. Okay, of course Chef Wan sana he doesn't agree to this tactic lah. So depending lah, how you think lah. Okay, but I for me I don't really go for this. I feel it's a bit. I rather go creative lah, rather than go cheap. Okay, you get me or not? I rather go creative than go do this kind of cheap method lah. For me, I believe we put on a thinking cap a bit, we can come with creative ideas. Okay, not necessarily go for very negative kind of thing and create news. All right. Okay, so under the sales funnel, you always awareness. Always people will have awareness, aware of your product. Then they are interested. Interested already, they ask you. Then you make sure they have desire. Okay, desire as in, hey, you buy now, I give you something else. Since you talk to me so much, you macam suka sangat saya punya produk, okay, atau don't say produk, suka sangat tentang healthy tips, right? Intermittent fasting, all this, you really like. Why don't you try my product? At the same time, because I know you're serious, I give you a special discount. Or I give you, don't say discount. Discount is not so good when you first start with new customer. I always believe, you buy the 5 days plan, I give you another 2 days plan. Then that way is better because you make them stay with you with your product for longer period. But sometimes this kind of things, food or this take time to see result. Betul tak? Correct? Okay, like tadi you mention kan, the what apa tu? Mascara. Masa nangis pun tak tanggal lah. That's very good. Tapi sampai bila ada masa chance saya menangis? Kan? Sampai gosok mata, tak ada chance kan? Kasih dia lebih masa, maybe buy a more heavy punya ml punya kan, more heavy duty punya lah, so she can use longer lah, more days lah, then you have more different kind of mood, right? Hari hujan pun boleh guna lah. Okay, tadi mention kan hari hujan pun boleh guna. Alright, at the end what we want is AIDA. AIDA, you know AIDA, right? AIDA dia ada awareness, AIDA, ada kan? AIDA, nampak AIDA? Tak nampak? Kenal kan? AIDA. So AIDA, AIDA, at the end, dia nak dia action. If you look into the social media metrics, from all the way until conversion is 0.01%. That means you have to do work more to get that kind of sell-through. Okay. At the same time, if you are helping client to do, if they say, hey, I try for 10,000, also no traction, also not what we want. Then you give them average traction is 0.01 for final purchase. So if you want how many sales, then you calculate lah. If you want 200 sales, you divide by 0.01 is berapa? Percent 0.01% somehow, no. Then you need to reach how many people? Can you someone calculate and send to me? If I want 200 sales, and the conversion rate, CVR, is 0.01%. How many reach should I have? 200 divided by 0.01%. 0.0 lagi 20, 001. How many is that? Huh? 200,000. 200,000. Is it 200,000? You put the answer 200,000. Yeah, 200,000. So if the customer only pay you enough for 20,000, you can say, oh, 20,000 is good enough for 20 lah. Okay, unless they already the product is very good, it's just about promotion and make it fly off the shelf. If it's not, we let them know 0.01 is the average. If you have a new brand or this, you got to do more. Correct? Okay. And also not just do one time. You see, when we do planning, we do advertisement like that. If this is your product, if you give us a product, then we have to find 2 related stories at least to cover front and back. That means if I'm going to put your product on a Saturday, right? Talking about your sambal, your paste. Friday and Sunday, we still have to do something about masak-masak atau apa tau. So that people will be aware, now time to masak. At the same time, then Saturday, they saw your thing. Then Sunday, they saw masak-masak again using your product. So this one is, you have to sandwich dia lah. You tengok macam ni sandwich kan? Alright? So this, the planning, you have to do that. When you plan like this, then you have to do a campaign out. You see, you have to repeat this thing. Repeat. Okay, here maybe early of the month. Here end of the month. Middle of the month, don't really do lah. Okay, you can still do, but maybe focus on some hacks or those. Why? Why? Why early of the month and end of the month? Ya, you semua tahu gaji keluar. Gaji keluar lah. Okay, but to create the psychology thing during the middle week, you give some hacks, cerita-cerita, all this lah. Okay, but the end and early of the month is where you want to go for the queue, right? Make sales, right? Itu masa you mesti talk about your promotion, your sell through, limited period, alright, your combo mix. Boleh ya? So repeat this. It's not 30 days. It's actually 90 days to make sure a behavior pattern. That means for me to stick with your brand, I need to see and know you for 90 days. Bukan jumpa sekali jatuh cinta. That one is a fairy tale lah. What? Love on first sight. Love in first sight. Love at first sight. Itu jarang sekali lah. Okay. Normally is you have to build. Tak kenal tak cinta. So kenal 90 days sudah ada sikit-sikit cinta lah. Belum lagi loyalty. No loyalty. Ini kenal saja. So you continue this one. If you can finish the 30 days, it's good. You look at the data. Repeat 3 times. Jadi 90 days. Then baru you tell me, hey, something is not right or something is right. But if you're not doing it, then you start complaining to me and tell me, wow, this one doesn't work, that one doesn't work, all doesn't work. Okay, I don't know whether the problem is with you or the content. I don't know lah. That one I leave it for you to see. Why it's important, not just the behavior, it's also the critical mass. Because once we achieve the critical mass, what we look for is the ripple effect. Ripple effect is as easy when you do campaign. Setiap kali you buat is macam you pergi the lake, right? You go to the apa tu lake, what do you call that lake? Tasik. You pergi Tasik. You cuba lah. Atau you ambil satu basin water kan? You take satu stone that represent your campaign. You throw. Dia akan ada riak kan? Ripple kan? Ada wave first. You throw until the ripple, the wave come back to you. That's what we call ripple effect. Dia akan bergerak sendiri. You tak payah throw stone now, dia pun boleh bergerak sendiri. Okay? So that is what we call a ripple effect. But you have to achieve the critical mass. So this being done is also people do this first psychology lah. How politicians use it. Create some story here and there, huru-hara. At the end, just sendiri riot lah. Dia pun kat belakang syok lah. Okay? Or you want to do like marketing cut your food chain. New shop come out already, right? You put people stand there, macam queue up to beli. Okay? Semua you punya everyday nampak ada orang queue up. So ada 20 orang queue up every time. Every time you see ada 20 orang, at least 20 orang queue up there. Slowly you can reduce your orang yang stand there because sudah orang ikut belakang mah. Kita human kan macam ni kan. Oh ikut pengikut lah semua. Oh dia diri saya pun ikut lah. Right? So because we kiasu mah, we scared ada special thing lah. But since I'm here, why don't I just queue up, right? Okay. So at the end, after you dapat sales, my advice is come to CRM. Alright, expectation versus reality. Ini barang yang you order, ini kereta apa ni? Lamborghini ke Ferrari? Lamborghini. Oh, you tahu ah? Saya tak tahu. At the starting of the week, I tell their thoughts, you'll hear them speak. It's only Monday. Okay? Faham ah? Jangan macam tu ah. Okay? Macam you banyak-banyak kan, oversize punya, banyak buah-buahan lychee semua. Bila dapat sekeping lah. Then you dapat you punya produk on internet atau on TikTok. Tapi negatif punya. Okay? Nanti orang pun tenang. Okay? Okay. So the other thing is also be sincere to your client. Don't always go for hard sell. Okay? We look at this video.
กล้องวงจรปิดขายไงทั้งชุดนี้ก็ 9,900 บาทครับถูกไม่มีเหรอมีครับ60 บาททั้งชุดทั้งชุดเลยครับมีอะไรบ้างมีปลาดุกสะเดาน้ำปลาหวานครับเพื่อนเล่นเหรอฮะคือพี่เอาทั้งชุดเนี้ยไปให้เพื่อนบ้านพี่ผูกมิตรกับเขากินข้าวเขาพี่ดูแลเขาแล้วเขาก็จะดูแลพี่เพราะเพื่อนบ้านคือกล้องวงจรปิดที่ดีที่สุดครับผมลึก advice มีแต่คำแนะนำที่ดีให้คุณ
Okay, so what that
กล้องวงจรปิดขายไงทั้งชุดนี้ก็ 9,900 บาทครับ
Because comparison 9,900 versus 60 baht, big contrast kan? So the fellow thought you joking, is it? They're trying to be sarcastic atau apa. So this commercial is a good idea also. You can do that. Nak murah, nak free, boleh juga free, boleh. I tanggal sini kasih you pun boleh. Apa pun boleh. Tapi lepas ni my shop tutup lah. You can say like that lah. Okay? Anak, kita malam ni minum air suam sajalah. Nak panggil anak semua datang. Kita mak nak kasih free semua. Then customer lain akan komen, "Oi, kenapa macam ni kan? Oh, bla bla bla. You ingat boleh buat bisnes senang Always kan?" Okay? So you can make into contrast. Like this one is very good advice, very sincere. You jangan marah orang kan? Boleh, tak apa. Then you do lah. Cerita sedih-sedih ni kan? Okay? So you tanya balik, you nak anak saya pun dapat ke pergi sekolah, nak beli buku baca pun, kalau nak sekolah saya free tu, janganlah main-main, free saya pun nak. Lain kali bila I buat business bagus, dapatlah extra, saya akan give free hadiah, jemputan. Okay, then look out for that kan. So do that. Okay. Anak pun terpaling. So thematic and cross branding activities. Alright. So when you do activities, anak you buat thematic. Jangan tiap-tiap kali depan live video, just muka semacam saja, tak ada dress up. Dress up lah belakang, Halloween. You nampak kan? Orang Halloween buat Halloween. Then satu hari dia buat cantik-cantik. You tahu kenapa hari ini tak? Because saya punya anak punya birthday. So thank you for coming live here. Even though my kids' birthday, saya pun spend time with you because saya ada hadiah special. Dia punya birthday, you pun semua dapat. Okay, or you punya wedding anniversary. And let me tell you a story about my love story. Then you start telling, kan? Okay. Advice of the day: don't come and borak saya punya husband. Okay, joking. Okay, these are ideas, just joking. But you can do this live because it's very sudden, suddenly something come up. Boleh kan? Okay? Okay. Thematic and cross-branding. Cross-branding means you with other brand. Like how we do with Spider-Man, do with James Bond, all that. This is called cross-branding. Or we do with Cellcom, Maxis, last time DG, they have activities like what do you call that? World Cup. Then we partner with them. Those kind of things. It's called cross-branding. Alright? Nanti pula ada tanya cross-branding dengan kompetitor boleh tak? Itu suka hati you lah. Saya pun tak tahu lah siapa boleh benefit from it lah. Okay? But you come together and do some charitable cause, okay near. And both of you benefit. I think at some they like helping charity, then supper donate, maybe donate some food. The other fellow also donate. Then share resources to bring to the big team. Kan? Then both pun dapat, orang kata bagus. Dia orang bukan tiap kali fight ni. Dia boleh handshake. Dia boleh pergi do good things together. Alright? Boleh Then so events online versus offline, you need to do. Sell through, you can do like untuk make sure your product can sell. You can look into PWP is purchase with purchase. Alright? BOGO. BOGO tu apa? Bukan BOGO tu is buy one get one free. Alright? MGM, not the movie picture production company, is member get member. Okay, you panggil you punya member atau you punya customer, go and get another customer for you. Alright. Then lose winner is sometimes you pergi kedai tu, dia memang ada something like RM2, RM3 punya lah. Kat sana, dia jual murah kat sana, you must go to the shop to buy dia. Okay, so those things you can try, or by bulk. That means you group purchase. Group purchase also can be good because they will kumpul one group of them for you. Okay, then you semua jadi convert, jadi you punya customer. Then in terms of CRM, you make sure go for existing customer to help you with referral. All right, like before this, we actually supposed to close already, but then we allow you to get 5 more people. 5 more, we make open 5 more. Okay, so you're going to get. And also CRM, peer-to-peer influence or word of mouth, that is important. Okay. So what activities, for example, here when this is example one of the gym there, we help them with the awareness. So with awareness, we discuss with them, we ask them to do live workout, the hacks to better muscles, all those things. They'll once to create interest also, we have like offline workshop, as in they actually go to the shopping mall down there to do some showcase demo. All right, and cross marketing with different brands, all those. So these are the action will be CTA word of mouth. If you look at this, like not just do a gym, you also do like how to self-defense. Okay. And here we find that when we put some posts, they talk about just bodybuilding, the traction not there. We said, I really want something different. Can you do this for me? So we very impromptu. Sometimes some idea you tak boleh dapat, you mesti pergi tempat dia baru dapat. Then Gerald also help them with the thing. So you see how? We got funny things. Then join me, Gerald, and the MMA trainers at 7 October, 3 p.m. YFC as we share with you tactics and the techniques to survive in corporate world. Okay, so this one even though very simple, kan? The traction versus is 30 times. 30 times, not 30%, 30 times. You get me now? The traction. So you try to do something which is a bit with a twist at the back, or those are things that this one not so clear because I downloaded it from the screen. Okay. So other than that, when we do, I did talk about this, right? I did talk about this, then skip. Okay, we also do like Pacific Rim, that kind of thing with a minimum spending, 2,000 versus their huge spending. They spend here about 200 over 1,000, 100 plus, 150. They get 617. We all 2,000 only, but 126. You get me? That kind of thing. So you have to understand what is it customer like. Okay, like expect we do promote for them, not just at the just normal selling. We also go to like Red Box lah, MPH, the bookstores there, selling to students or university students. They want to buy books, MPH or those. So we actually sell them the prepaid. This one we call prepaid. Right? We even go to Tesco. Okay, people have food sampling. We have selling prepaid card. Okay, we cover these are what I call non-traditional channels, not the dealers, headphone dealers. But last time you can see is all at the headphone dealer one. We changed the concept for them. Alright, even chill out spots, even mamak, Felda, Kedah, mana-mana kita pemasok lah. It's different places we go. Okay, we don't wait for customer, we go to customer. And I'm very proud to say that we achieved 300% increase in sales, monthly sales. Whatever they did in 3 months, okay, we did in 1 month. Okay, so that is how. So it is always do research first. Right? So these are other things when, let's say, for example, when you are planning for so-called travel content, then you have to like, what day you want to do what, all those are things, that's how we plan out. Okay, visually, like a storyboard. Then like shopping, let's say there another one, we work with the shopping mall to create this in Ipoh. Then we have to look at their, you can see we actually have to work on, we have to like see what is the area, who are staying around here, we have to position. Okay, how many people, the density, we have to look at the density. What age group is there? What age group is there? Then if it's more ladies, then we have to have a ladies garden. That means all the clothing there. All right. Then we know that it's quite young set also. Then we want like more newer kind of branch of things like Burger King, all those, and also what the correct? The electronics, sell handphone, all those. All right. So if you have higher end one, then one of the shop you can put in here is what? That's not we mentioned already, right? High end one. If you have high end in this area, just now we mentioned Starbucks, correct? Then you invite Starbucks, hey, here all the typo, all the lawyers, all these are staying here. Ini banyak ya untuk dating ni kan. And then you sell them not just the normal Starbucks, after open a roastery there. Okay, that's what you can do. All right, can I? Then not just have the shop there, you have to have activities. Okay, Raya ke, New Year ke, Christmas ke, Chinese New Year, you have to have all this. And not just show you one. Not just do event and show to you. You must have engagement one. People can come on stage, take photo, all those things. Then can participate. So when you do events, all those, do offline here, try to have like a house party, party is not exactly gila-gila lah, go crazy punya party lah. House party maksudnya, they come to the house, do things together, cook rempah lah, use your rempah, all this together kan. Those are what we call house party lah. Okay, then you cross branding, you can have different container to mix, put you sell the package, like you boleh cross the milknya, boleh go with this sambal rempah you cook already, you can pour instead of santan, you can pour your milk. Kan? Macam I cook curry, I use evaporated milk lah, I don't use santan. If I don't get the santan lah, very hard to get santan fresh here nowadays. Okay, so those are things you can try. All right, so we take a 5 minutes break. Cukup 5 minutes cukup. Okay, tak cukup, I repeat 10 minutes. Okay, all right, we take a 5-minute break. Đấy.